peeps? It's Great Why making it happen again today with some more Portal Nights. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having just the best day ever. Just the best day ever. I'm excited to show you guys the next project we're going to be working on together, the next tutorial we're going to be doing. So if you tuned in for our last video, we learned how to make a countdown timer, which if we press this, we can kind of preview. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and then it goes back to 9. And it just keeps going until we hit this reset button. Pretty cool thing that we made. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's neat. So what we're going to do next, actually, is we're going to take this same concept of a countdown timer, and we're going to be making a sort of a scrolling marquee, that type of thing. I think it's going to turn out pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. This is a relatively new thing that I've made. Actually, this was inspired by, it's funny, this is inspired by something that Nikki Mom made, one of our community members, a fantastic human being who does the art for my channel, who's also linked in the description below if you want to get some art done by her. She made something inspired by my countdown timer that was like a scrolling marquee, and then I took her scrolling marquee idea and kind of adjusted it to be a little bit more efficient, and I think it turned out super cool. So let's kind of jump into it. We're gonna do some similar things to what we did last time. So we're gonna grab some delays. Let's get a button too. Eventually we're gonna need this button. We'll start with some dirt though. So we want to create our scrolling marquee, whatever how long that's gonna be. First, let's figure out if we want to make like a letter A, for example. We need it to be at least, let's see, yeah, at least 4 tall. Let's make it 5 tall. Yeah, let's make it 5 tall just to be on the safe side of things. I think that's a good idea. So let's do that. Let's make it however long. I don't think it really matters too much how long it is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make our scrolling marquee part. Now, this is another point where I definitely recommend, I think it's a good idea to use the paper lanterns. For the same reasons we discussed using paper lanterns in the countdown timer. Oh my, that was a lot of wrong placements. But for the same reason we use the paper lanterns for the countdown timer, these, they give off a glow, sure, and that's good. I mean, it's fine. The reason we're using though isn't because they give off a glow. It's more so for the change in color when they go from being on to off. It's a very drastic difference off and on. And because of that drastic difference, and also because of the shape of the objects, because they take up so much space, there's so much mass, there's so much surface that changes color, it's very easy to read. Well, it's the easiest to read of the lights when they change color. You could use the sparklers if you wanted to, but the sparklers aren't nearly as big. They don't take up nearly as much surface area, so when they change color, you don't get as clear of an idea of what word or number or letter you're looking at. So I definitely recommend going with the paper lanterns, but you can use whatever light source you would like. Now, doing this is going to be a little bit different. What we're actually going to have to do is we're going to have to go with delays. We're going to use delays all the way down the line. And this is a little bit different than what we did for the countdown timer, right? So for the countdown timer, we just had a big long line of OR gates going down, connected to each of these lights, which you could do here if you wanted to, but that wouldn't be a very efficient way to do this. There's a much easier way to accomplish our goal. So what we're gonna do, we're going to leave these on 1 second. I think 1 second is plenty of time. And we're going to have to connect each of these to the corresponding light in front of it. So we're going to have to go down the line and through every row and hook these up. And this is probably the longest and most annoying part of this. It's going to take the longest. The rest of it actually should be pretty quick for you. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this part really quick here. Bear with me just 1 second, guys. We did it! We got all of them lit, so they're all connected now. All of these should be blinking, and they should be blinking, because if you guys don't know this already, when you have a delay and nothing's fed into it, nothing's on the input, it'll just continue to blink at whatever interval you have it set to. We're going to stick with 1 second. That's going to be perfectly fine. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a short line of delays. So we're going to take all the top delays, and we're going to take this one, feed it into the next one. Take that one, feed it into the next one. Take that one, feed it into the next one. Finally, take that one and feed it into the last one. So we have this line, so you can see where it's connected here, 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 here. So we're going to do that for all the rows. And this is the last kind of grindy part, I would say. Actually, that might be a lie. There's one more, a little bit grindy part. But it makes sense. It's going to be pretty clear to you guys once we get this going how it's going to work. So let me go ahead and do this part now. Actually, let me explain the last part, and then that'll help kind of speed this up. We can kind of do them all at once. So if we grab our OR gates now, we are going to need some OR gates, and we are going to line these up next to or alongside this first input. But to make it easier on us, let me go like this. We'll go like that. So we have one for each row, and then we're going to go ahead and just do like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 should be good. Let's start with 10. We might have to add more, and you could make this as long as you need. This is basically where you're going to put your word in, but let's start with 10, and we'll kind of expand from there. So what we're going to have to do now is we need to connect all of these up. So we need to connect up all these rows like this, like we were doing, and then we'll need to take this, for example. Oh, we missed one. We'll need to take this, and we'll need to have this feed into this, feed into this, feed into this, all the way down this row. Oh, oops, I messed up. So we're gonna create a chain of OR gates going down this row until it gets to the last one, and then this last one is going to feed into the delay that's kind of corresponding to that OR gate, that column, that row rather. So we can see that actually stops those from blinking. So that's what we're trying to get. We're trying to create a chain that starts from here, goes all the way down here, jumps over to the delays, and goes all the way down here. That's all we're doing. That's the whole entire process. So let's go ahead and do it. We did it. We got them all connected up. So all these are connected up now. So just to give you an example of how this is work, let's throw a button down. Let's go ahead and get the connection from that button, feed it into a delay, get the connection from the delay, feed it back into the button. Let's make that like a 0.5 second button press. Now let's grab this button press and let's just throw it into any of these OR gates. Let's do this one just for an example. So now when I press this, we can see it kind of goes down the line one by one. So it's kind of a slow, scrolling marquee right now. We could speed that up if we wanted to come through and turn all these up and make them 0.5 seconds, 0.2 or 0.1 seconds. Now that would get pretty crazy fast. That would become a very fast scrolling marquee at 0.1 seconds a tick. But we're not gonna bother doing that right now. We're gonna enjoy our slow scrolling marquee. Oh, I just broke this. There we go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another chain of delays. So let's grab these delays again, and we're gonna do one for each of these rows, or columns rather, one for each of these columns of OR gates. We're gonna leave those at 1 second, and we're gonna have it feed into the one next to it, feed into the one next to it, the one next to it, all the way down the line. And this is the last kind of grindy thing that we'll have to do. Once you get these done, it's less grinding and more actually doing your words and stuff, which will be fun. So from here, what we want to do is we want to actually spell out what we're going to be doing. So let's say hello. So let's go all the way up. Ooh, are we going to have enough room to spell hello? Let's go with a little bit shorter. What if we go like this? Oh no, that's gonna look silly, isn't it? We'll want to go like that. And then, let's see. Oh no, we're just gonna spell the first half of hello, which is gonna be quite inappropriate. Let's go with hi. Let's say hi. Let's go H-I with an exclamation point. Like that. Let's do 2 exclamation points, just because we can. Hi! Okay, cool. So that is our, what you call it? Word. So from here, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and break down one line, and then we want to take our connection from the corresponding delay. And, ooh, you know what? Let's hook our button up to this first delay. This button should be going into the first delay. Whatever's going to start your scrolling marquee should go into that. And then we're going to apply the connection from this delay. Oops, I screwed up. I used the button and not the delay. So we'll remove the button and apply the... Uh-oh. This didn't get hooked up properly. Are the rest of them? Okay, I think the rest of them are. Goodness, so many mistakes. Okay, but we're going to take this delay and hook it up to every part of this letter that was connected. So that's the whole row for the H. And then these two, we'll use this one for the left side. And then we'll use this one for the right side. We'll connect up right there, those two. You can see where they got connected. And then we'll do the other side of the H. We'll grab this and go, uh-oh. Oops, I messed up again. Let's grab this and do the other side of the H. Let's go all the... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Great White, what are you doing? H. Oh my goodness. I did the wrong... Wait. No, that was right. Okay, here we go. So H. Oh, I did it again! I was inconsistent with where I placed my things, so now I keep pressing the wrong one. I'm going too fast. I need to slow down and actually look at what I'm doing. So that's the whole row for the H, the other side of the H. We have those two done, and we have this whole row of the H. We are going to leave a space here. We will not connect anything here, and then we'll do the I. So we're going to grab this and go here and here, and then we'll replace this one there, and then we'll leave another space. And we'll do our first exclamation point, apply that there, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I, that's the exclamation point. We just skipped that one, and then all the other ones were done. We'll leave another space, and then we will do this one. So that's the bottom one, skip one, and then the next 3. Now, technically speaking, we don't need to leave these spaces in the OR gates. We just need the space here. This is what's going to create the space on the scrolling marquee, is the extra delay. So technically, you could get away with not having these OR gates here. However, it's visually much easier to see what you're connecting and where, and know that it's going to work correctly if you leave these spaces. So I'm not a big dumb dummy. I know you could leave those out. So if anybody's trying to get technical and is trying to tell me I'm wrong, I know you can leave those out, but this just makes it easier visually. So now if we press this button, this should work. Let's go ahead and hit that. Okay. Uh-oh, something's wrong. So our H is screwed up. Oh no. Our H is screwed up. Something's wrong with the H. Let's take a look. I made a lot of mistakes, I think, with the H. So if we're having a problem, let's just kind of verify really quick. Go down the line. Make sure all of our connections are correct. And it looks like they are. I believe so. Let's make sure these ones are good. Not a problem. Nothing we can't fix. Okay, these all look good to me. Yeah, they seem fine. Okay, great. So let's double check these really quick. So this whole first line was good, right? But that second one, something was wrong with it. Nothing there, nothing there. Yes to that one. Nothing there, nothing there. This one, nothing there, nothing there. Yes to that one, nothing there, and nothing there. Okay. You know what? That is strange. That should be working correctly, I think. And this one should be going all the way up this side. And it does. Is there something wrong with our connections here? That's very possible. No, these seem good too. Let's just see one more time. So the exclamation points are fine. Something weird is up in this thing. So let me figure it out, guys. Let me do a little snoop and see if I can figure out what the problem is. In case you guys run into this problem, we can know how to fix it. 1 second. Oh, hello, welcome back. I figured it out. It was a much simpler solution than I thought it would be. It was our button press. I had the button press set to 0.5 seconds. I didn't consider that that would cause some inconsistency with the delays over here. So, yes, your button press needs to be the same number of seconds that your delay needs to be, that your delay chain is. So, if your delay chain is going 1 second here, if these are all 1 second, and these are all 1 second, these should match. These really should match, otherwise you're gonna run into some problems. So these should be at the same speed as this. Actually, and they should be the same speed as this. So all your delays need to be set to the same thing. So if you wanted to make this faster and bump these down to 0.5 seconds, you will also need to bump these down to 0.5 seconds and this one down to 0.5 seconds for your button press. You need a 1 second instigation press or signal. So now if we press this, it works correctly. Check it out. Hi. Exclamation points. How exciting. Now, it is a little bit hard to read, that is true. It does get easier to read the further away you are, so keep that in mind. If this is something that you're wanting to use, like a scrolling marquee, if it's off in the distance, if it's up in the sky, if you have it like way over there and it's up in the sky, it's much easier to see from there than it is from up close. But you guys get the idea. Oh, that's the wrong button. So let's see if we come way back here. Yeah, a little bit easier to read when you have some distance. It's not perfect. It's not made for this. We're just kind of using the mechanics of the game that we have to do this, but it's a cool thing that you can make happen if you guys want to. I hope you did like this video. Make sure you like the video if you did like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really would appreciate it. And you leave a comment if you have any other ideas, if you have other things that you think would be cool to make with the logic blocks. I'm always looking for new things to try and make. I'm actually kind of running out of ideas, guys. I mean, we're burning through ideas pretty fast. We're making tutorials left and right here. So if you guys can think about some other cool things, let me know. I would be happy to look into it. But yeah, leave a comment if you have any of those ideas. But you guys have been a pleasure as always. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you have just the best kind of day. See you later, dudes.